ever since I was a kid. I never sat down and told myself to break with convention. But things just turned out the way they did. Rock and roll is a loser's game. It mesmerizes and I can't explain. At least that's what I heard Ian Hunter sing. And if I had to go back and do it all over again, you know what? I wouldn't change a thing. I would still buy leather pants. I would still dye my hair black just like Joan Jett. I would still spend all my money on vinyl records. I would still tour with Patrick across Canada and make records, sing songs, tell stories, because it matters. Let me take you back to 1974. In January 1974, David Bowie recorded Rebel Rebel. He released it in February 1974. This song came across the ears of a certain Patrick Hutchinson. He was barely a teenager, and he was mesmerized. It had a huge rock and roll riff that repeated about 500 times over and over in it. You may know it. A monolithic riff, a rock and roll riff. Probably my number one rock and roll riff, because I like doing that. I like to do lists. Up Around the Bend is another one, and Sweet Child of Mine is another one. But anyway, so Patrick knew that he needed to own this 7-inch record. Unfortunately, he was from a very small town where there were no record stores. But he found out that if he went to the furniture store, he could buy the 7-inch single. So that's what he did. And he is proud to let you know that on the B-side of that single was a very important song called Queen Bitch. Post-production, but he does it live. So anyways, where were we? We were talking about the Rebel Rebel single. In June of 1974, David Bowie released Diamond Dogs, which had Rebel Rebel on it, and it influenced Joan Jett. This was her favorite record. She learned all the songs. She got a guitar. She needed to know everything about rock and roll after that. You know where that led her. Recorded the song I Love Rock and Roll and all those hits. So in 1983, I bought a record by Joan Jett called Album. It's got a yellow cover, and it changed my life. Last year I bought it on vinyl for probably the 6th time, and I was hanging out with Judy on Church Street. And I was telling her, I want to do, well, you know, this record changed my life. And she said, how? How do you explain? I said, I can't talk about it. Which sounded so ridiculous, but that's what I said, is I can't talk about it. How do you say to somebody, this record taught me how to be in the world? It made me want to buy a guitar and learn guitar. It taught me that I could be myself and that was okay. It made me feel sexy. There was something sexy about it. It was rock and roll guitar. And yeah, I went to see countless Joan Jett concerts. I bought all her records. I met her. I dyed my hair black. I was a Joan clone. Not just a Jet head, I was a Joan clone. It was bad. It was really bad. But you know, eventually I bought my own guitar, started writing my own songs. And that's the thing. That's the thing. It only takes one song or one record, and it can change your life. And that's the beauty of music. And that's why we cannot let go. It's a rock and roll life sentence. It's almost embarrassing to mention. But it's been that way ever since I was a kid. I never got down and told myself to break with convention. But things just turned out the way they did. Thank you very much.